First of all, I will be going into institute website to show you how can we fill up the exam form registration process, because many a times even our student or maybe those students who are not taking classes with us, then they connect with us and they ask that, sir, registration how I can do. They are saying different options and all that. I'm not getting how to register. It is not rocket science. It's very simple thing written on the website. But I've seen that the student find confusion in registering. At the same time, along with the registration process, when you should register, what is the proper time that when the students should register with the institute, so that their charges are less, their cost will be less to do CMAUS, because that is also a story that should be taken care of by the student to reduce their cost. So you can say first, you can say 10-15 minutes I will be taking into registration process, not more than that. Then second, the focus will be how to study, how to do effective study. Others also facing the same issue. Rekha and Madhusekhar. Up till now, I was not writing anything. Just now I started. Few seconds back. Rekha and Madhusekhar, are you facing any problem? No. Okay. Okay. How to study in the sense from where, which material, which questions, how long, that is what should be the hours to study. All these things we will discuss, which will take around maximum further 20-30 minutes. Along with that, the exam pattern, passing criteria, etc. All things we will discuss once for all, so that any time whenever you are studying in future, you don't have any confusion. What I should study, from where to study, what will be my effective way of study, everything. You will be feeling comfortable when all these things are known in advance. Then I will be saying how we are going to complete our syllabus in the classes. What is the procedure of our study one by one, that I will be saying in the class, so that you all are ready, or you will be discounting in your mind that this is the process that the live class will be conducted. Okay. And then we will start today part C portion. We will study part C. We will start part C today. Why part C? I will say that also. There is no logic that why I am starting with part C, but there is. We should be knowing that why I am starting which one and all that, how I am going to complete. That should be known to all of you. So first of all, going into institute website. IMB.
Can you also pin in the chat, sir? Institute website.
Pin in the chat, in the sense.
Can you pin the website URL in the chat?
Mane in the class slides, na?
Yes.
Later, I will write. I will write. I will write everything in the class slides, and this class slides which I am using. And when the class will be over, every day you will be getting this class slides as a mail, whatever I am writing. So you don't have to write anything during the class. Don't worry. I am. So this is the institute website. That is cmaimanet.org. On the institute website, as on any website, what is CMA certification? Then there are some other certifications every institute offer, those other certification. Then there is a separate tab for members, those who have completed CMA US. Then for members, there are certain types of events they regularly conduct and the members should attend because there is a compulsory professional education requirement in every course. But that is a membership data that means relevant for those who are already the member. Then you can say that education center or the institute offices where they are located. Then how the institute is going to help you in your study. Research, every institute do some research in the social media also, LinkedIn, Facebook. They regularly, whatever they are doing research and all that, they are publishing there. But if somebody wants that, whatever the research done by the institute recently, we can go here. Then there are events maybe in different parts of India, anywhere in the world. What are the events they are conducting? I will say research, publication and events are always they upload in the social media, LinkedIn, Facebook. So if the student or anybody has already followed them, then automatically you will be getting those information. Then there is enroll now. That is in the course. If we want to enroll, then enroll now. Before enrolling, if somebody wants to know what is CME, how we can start, when we can give exam, current CME's syllabus and all that, CME scholarship. Scholarship is basically for undergraduates, those who have not completed graduation, and you can say in India only, out of 1000 students, one student is given a scholarship. That's the proportion. So the chances of getting a scholarship for any student is less. That's the fact. And for a scholarship, the student who is studying in a college need to get a letter from the college, from the authority of the college, to be submitted to the institute. And then maybe the chances are there out of 1000 that one student may be a lucky student. There is nothing can be done by anybody. It's just that you need to be undergraduate. And when you are undergraduate, you need to have a letter from your college, from the authority. Then you will be submitting that. The whole process is written here. I'm not going into that. If any student will read that, they will understand. They are not writing that in 1001 student, but that is the issue. So the scholarship is very less, but yeah, they are offering. Needy persons, not graduates, so not earning anything. For that reason, they are helping them. Now I am clicking enroll now. Under enroll now, we need to write if we are already registered. Any time on the website we started registering ourselves, then the username and password we type, we will be going there. But if suppose I have never registered, then I will go in sign in. One second. Change the username. Actually, I have in my computer already registered. For that reason, it is saying 1 second. I want to show you all. Register now. 1 second. So by clicking register now, any new student can register. Providing information about yourself is the first step towards registration. Email address. We will check our records so we can save your time if you have interacted with us. Anybody in the class like Madhu Sekar, have you gone in this website any time in the past? Ever?
Yes, 2 months back, I have gone to this website.
And then you have registered there as maybe not made the payment, but have you registered? Had you registered earlier? No. Because if I will write my address, I have already written my details there. Not as a payment process, but just to know that what are the things they require. So to communicate in the class, I require somebody who has never gone in this website. Rekha has gone. Salman, you? सभी कोई जा चुकी है. तियासा यू. रेखा आपको तो पता है मेरे को, यू हैव गिवन द एग्जाम ऑल्सो. So not that. Those who have not registered on the website of the institute. Anybody?
If you want, you can take my email address. I'm sure you can.
But then in that case, we will not wait. That I can put my email address also. But then it will be saying that it is registered. That way. I want a new person who has never registered themselves on the CMA website.
Yeah, I have registered.
Yeah, I know that. For that reason, I don't want to use your data. Because it will not be showing the things which we need to fill up first time. ठीक है, let's put my name only. One second. Maybe I am forgetting my password for that reason. So I am opening this through my mail. Now I will not be able to, actually there is nothing. Whenever a new person will register, they need to write their name, address, mobile number, everything, all the basic information. So those basic information when we fill up, then we will be following at this page. Now this is saying this is the first step already done in the past, not today. Writing my name, address, detail, whatever they are asking, which is a basic requirement in any registration process in any institute. So that I have done. Now they are saying, what are the fees breakup? So CMA candidate package professional. Professional are those who are graduate. Those who have completed graduation, they are coming under professional. But if somebody is after BCom, BBA, is doing MCom, then in that case, they can be coming in the student category. They will not be coming in the professional. But then the problem is that suppose you see that for a professional, the fees is $495. And for a student, the fees is half, $227. Suppose I want to pay half, then I can enroll in MCom. Suppose I have done BCom, so I cannot be going into, I am not allowed to go into student category. But if I am following MCom, suppose I am doing MCom, then since I am doing MCom, still I will be treated as a student and I need to pay $227 only. But then I need to submit here the proof that I am a student. And if I am a professional, there is no proof required. Now many times the student do that. They join MCom so that they will be charged less. But then when you go for membership after passing the exams, then they will be asking you the completion certificate of MCom. If you registered as a student, either BCom, MCom, then while giving the membership, after passing the exam, when you apply for the membership, then they will be asking the completion of that course on the basis of which you have registered as a student. So need to take care that maybe becoming MCom student, you will be required to pay less. But when you pass the exams, you go for the membership, they will be asking the completion of MCom certificate. That we always need to keep. So go for the student category only when you are clear. Either you are undergraduate or maybe you are not undergraduate, you are BCom, and to get the benefit of the lower fees, you are joining in MCom. It's okay, but you need to complete that. Now this fees is the money including two portions. This is other courses. This is not related with CMA package academics. This is for actually those who are, you can say that teacher, faculties and all that. They need to give proof that they are teaching in this organization and all that. Then this phase is also there. But generally for a student, these two options are available. Now in these fees, they generally offer 40-50% discount. In a year, I will say around 6 to 7 months, the discounts are there. 495 each, 50% of 495, and 227 each, 50% of 227, and so on. The fee discount offered by the institute only in respect of this 495, which includes the annual membership fee, which is the registration fees valid for 1 year, and this also include membership fee. Once you qualify, once you pass the exams, you apply for membership. So membership fee is also included in this. The membership fee which you are, suppose somebody is registering today, the membership fee is valid for 2 years. Today is 6th of March 2021. So if I will complete my CMA US within 2 years from today, that is 5th of March 2023, then I don't have to pay membership for first time, because in 495 membership is included. But suppose if I join today and in this 495 there is a registration fee which is annual based, annual subscription, which I don't remember exactly, around out of 495 it is around $200. So $200, if I am joining now on 6th March 2021, then I have to complete the exams and everything by 5th March 2022. If I don't complete in 1 year, they will charge annual subscription again. And when you pay annual subscription again, because you have not completed the course in 1 year, for re-registration, for annual subscription, never any discount in life, never. Only for the new registration, discounts are there for 6 months in a year, which is 40 to 50%. The student think that they need to pay the total fees 40-50%. No, only the initial registration and the membership fees they offer a discount. Normally you can say when May June exam will be there, in the month of, I will say, April, they will definitely launch the discount scheme. So if somebody is going to give exam in May June, they should be waiting for the discount. If it comes very well, otherwise then in that case pay, because if you pay now and suppose there is a discount after 1 month, you are losing discount. At the same time, when you registered now, the 1 year will be counted from today. So I generally say to every student that first of all, start your study, maybe with the class, maybe on your own, whatever way. You start your study, complete your 40-50% syllabus, so that you are more sure that now I will be giving exam. And then you pay this fees, that is advisable. Maybe at that time the discount is available or not, that's secondary. Now suppose I am in the professional category, I have selected this.
Sir, one question here.
Yeah.
So how do we know when they offer discount? So do we
It is in the social media. It is in the social media. Many times they publish. If you are in LinkedIn, Facebook, kahin to hai yaar. Everybody is there. So you need to follow IMA. Select the follow. So whenever they will do anything, you will get to know automatically. And it is not for 1 day. It continue for around 30-45 days like that. Now, suppose from India, from which chapter I am selecting Kolkata, because India, Kolkata chapter. Next. Now I am in the third step, CMA part 1, part 2 exams. Whether I want to initially go for part 1 exam, whether I want to initially go for part 2 exams. The exams are generally 6 months in a year. Jan, Feb, every 4 months, first 2 months, Jan, Feb. So up till April, it is only Jan, Feb. then May, June, July, August, May, June, and then September, October. In a year, 6 months exams are there. Jan, Feb, May, June, September, October. In Jan, Feb, which day? You will decide. Which day you want to give the exam, that's the decision of the student. The institute is saying in Jan, Feb, entire 2 months, you can give exam any day. For that reason, we use the word this is on-demand exam. There is no date of the exam. The date will be decided by the student on which day they want to give the exam. Jan, Feb, May, June, September, October. Last year, because of Corona, they took the exam entire year. I don't remember exactly, but out of 12 months, 10 months, more than 10 months exam was there. Because of the Corona, somewhere cancellation and all that, they last year conducted the exam entire year. Anybody could have given the exam any time in the entire year. In the current year also, up till June, they have already taken exam. January, February, March there is no exam, but still April, May, June, all 3 months exams are there. Normally April month the exams are not there, but because of Corona still they are continuing. April, May, June, all 3 months exams are there. If the Corona problem will resolve, then they will continue the exams, that too monthly basis only. Jan, Feb, May, June, September, October. Now when we start the classes, or you can say that you are not doing classes, you are studying on your own. I generally think that a proper study is required for giving exams, for passing the exam in CMA US. And in every course, here also, it's maybe 2 exams, but the syllabus is vast. Now, we are starting in the March beginning. So our target is what? To give 1 exam by June end. Not June beginning. We want to take maximum time for study, for revision and everything. So maybe 25th June, 27th June, I want to give the exam. Because I am starting study from March. March, April, May, June. I am getting full 4 months to study a particular part. And it is very easy wherever you are working, whatever you are doing. If you just becomes professional in your approach, that you have to give exam after 4 months by regular study, then easily possible to pass the exam. If I will say, maybe you will generally, those who are giving exams from our case, I am saying, at least 70% students are passing the exam in the first term only. Those who are giving the exam. But those who are not giving the exam, there is no question of pass and fail for them. And the, you can say, proportion of the student, those who are not giving exams are very high. Very high. That means the problem with the course is that the students are not giving the exam. It is there in every course. Suppose I am teaching ECCA. 50% student not giving exam. CPA, 50% not giving exam. CIMA, 50% not giving exam. But in CMA, I will say that 70% are not giving exams. The 20% more. Because most of the students join the course thinking that it's part 1, part 2, what a lovely. 2 exams. But they don't realize that it's not that way, that it's a cakewalk. Proper study is required, then only we will be prepared for the exam. Otherwise, we can't give the exam. If I want to give part 1 exam earlier, part 1, part 2, totally syllabus different. No relation of part 1 with part 2. So all over the world, many students are giving part 2 earlier, then part 1 later, or maybe part 1 earlier, then part 2 later. It's upon you, because there is no problem which part you are going for study. All both the parts, part 1, part 2, have totally different syllabus. So if I am interested in part 1, then you see that the fees is $415. I can book exam today also for any date. If I will say that for students, once again, this is for January to February and CMA program exam September, October, that is all the options they are giving. This is where I am in the student category. For that, the exam fees for April, May, June, $415. If I want to give exam in January, February 22 next year, I want to book the exam 1 year in advance, then also $415. If I want to give exam not in April, May, June, and I want to give exam in September, October 2021, then also fees is $415. On this exam fees, they are never giving any discount. Never. Never in life they have given. Never in life they will give. For exam fees, there is never any discount. Never in social media or anywhere Never they have offered any discount, and never they will offer. It may be that they will increase these fees. Suppose they increase the fees from today. You will open the website, automatically $415 will increase. The exam fees for professional is $415. For students, since I am in the professional category, started with professional. For student, the exam fees is around $300. $115 approximately less. So in the exam fees also, the student will be getting the benefit. So you can say that maybe presently you are not interested in booking the exam. You can skip this process. Or maybe you are not interested in booking part 1 exam, you are interested in booking part 2 exams. Then in that case you can skip that. And if you want to select anything, then in that case add to cart. What happens in every website? Suppose I want to go straight away in part 2 exams. I don't want to go for part 1 exams. I'm doing skip. I'm not interested in part 1 exam for the time being. I'm interested in part 2 exam for the time being. The fees is same, but it will be taking to me part 2. Now the part 2 option, April, May, June, $415. January, February, or September, October, $415. These $415 per part exam fees are never going to change. So 415 into 2. $830 is the exam fees. For professionals, I will say for students, it is around 30-35% less. And the initial registration is $495. So normally it's coming without any discount, $495 plus $830, which is coming around $1,300. But if in the initial registration $495, we get discount of say 50%, then 495 becomes 250 approx. So 830 plus 250 comes to $1,070-$80. So normally I say that the cost for the institute is $1,070. If you logically take your decisions in a proper time, means when the initial registration discounts are going on, when the opportunity will come, you book yourself. But then just for the discount, booking is not allowed. Because if you have not studied a single topic, single area, and just for the discount that it is 50% you are booking, you will be losing your money. Because you will not be giving exams, 1 year will be over, and the annual subscription again they will charge. So whatever you saved is actually you are losing. So you need to first of all start your study, and whenever in 4 months they will come with a discount, 100% they will come, always they come. You book at that time the registration. Maybe at that time you don't pay the exam fees, because you can skip this also. With that, I am not interested for the time being paying any of the part exam fees. I am just interested for the time being going for registration. The initial registration I am interested. So it is showing in my professional 495. Then I want to remove this because it is adding the exam fees also. I am not interested in booking the exam for the time being. So I have removed this. So only registration. This registration fees will automatically will be 40-50% less when the discount is going on. They are saying that your purchase entities you to member pricing that will be applied at checkout. If your purchase entities you to member pricing, that will be applied at checkout. Member pricing in the sense, I mean to say that if suppose you want to reimburse this from the organization and all that, then when you check out at that time, maybe they will be let's check out, because I'm not putting my data of credit card, debit card, nothing. It is not essential that I need to book the exam at the time of registration. I can only do the registration. The exam booking decision I can take later. Billing information verification, Saraf Academy and all that. Use a saved address, add a new address. Next. This is address confirmation. I want to go next. because I have registered myself as a, you can say, person who is working in Saraf Academy. So I can go into academic thing also, but I have not selected that, not a problem. Then IGST, IGST 89 pound is added. 1 second. Add coupon or code for that. For the time being, I don't have. Professional membership fee, application processing fee, and CME entrance fee. Professional membership fee, I am not a member, but they will take the membership fee in advance only if I will complete CME in 2 years. Application processing fee and CME entrance fee. I want to view this more. This is maximum. 1 second. But earlier this IGST was not there. Maybe there are some changes in US, and for that reason they need to collect IGST. Please preview. You must accept the license agreement for CMA exam support package in order to proceed. 1 second. Review and fix the following error. You must accept the license agreement for CMA exam support package in order to proceed. Actually, exam support package in the sense, I will be showing you. When the student register for the exam, part 1 or part 2, then the institute give a bundle of questions. You can say which is a part of the exam fees only. The student will be getting, and they can practice the questions from those exam support package, which is named as CMA exam support package. Rekha, you must have received the 2021 exam support package, or it is 2020 only. Have you received when you gave the exam support package? 2021 or 2020? Oh, 2020. They have not made 2021 new one. Okay. I was just checking. Because 2020 to we have. 2021 if they are started giving. So they have not yet started giving. They have not prepared. No issue. But this I can say that this 89.10 is a new thing. Rekha, have you paid this IGST? Because earlier never it comes, because maybe there are changes. Yeah. But now they are asking that we need to pay this IGST also, because in US there are changes in laws, and in the international also maybe they have included IGST, because generally in case of export the indirect tax is not there. But here it is saying yes. One second. Mr. Prakash Saraf has duplicate membership of Kolkata chapter in this order. If you choose to remove will automatically remove the line on save. What you would? Retain duplicate membership, remove duplicate membership. Okay. But then the billing address and all that again they are saying, and they are asking me to make the payment. If I want to change anything, I can do the changes. वो सब गया. Rekha, that was time. I will be saying that also. कि उस समय एग्जाम फीस कम था, लेकिन अब नहीं होएगा कम. कभी भी नहीं होएगा. Earlier when we purchase Wiley material, then through Wiley material there were extra discount on exam fees possible. But now, because of the, you can see, saying to the institute by many course providers that why only Wiley material student will be given the discount, the institute has stopped that. 2020 beginning May, when you registered at that time, That was the last time when the discount was available. Now there is no discount on exam fees, whether you purchase Wiley or whatever. That is already, and that will never come. They have already communicated. Every student need to give exam fees normally 415 and initial registration fees. They offer discount many times that they can exercise. But there will not be any extra discount because you are purchasing this material, that is removed. And that will never come because they want to bring every course provider under the same guidelines. So now there is, because that was the last time when you got that discount. Now that is not available. But in your case, I think 1 year is getting over. When you registered exactly? Because if I will show all of you, suppose I will show previous one. You see that when I am registering on 5th March, then it is saying that I can give exam by February only. If I will not complete both the exam by February, then in that case I need to pay the annual subscription again. एनुअल सब्सक्रिप्शन फिर देना होगा. तो अगर आपका एक साल बीत चुका है, बीतने वाला है, तो एनुअल सब्सक्रिप्शन डिमांड आएगा. If you don't pay the annual subscription, they will not allow you to book the exam. No, not November exam registration. I am saying that when you registered in IMA, at that time only, then November is left. Then it's okay, bhai. From the registration by paying £495 within 1 year. Within 1 year, we need to complete both the exams. If the student don't complete in 1 year, they need to pay the annual subscription again. Then only they can book the exam. The membership fee will be valid for 2 years. So if I am registering today, within 2 years, if I complete, then the membership fee I don't have to pay. But if I complete beyond 2 years, then I need to pay membership fee also again. Getting my point?
Sir, one question here. So when you say membership, so after passing the exam also we need to pay annual membership?
Suppose you joined it today. Within 1 year, you completed CMA. So for first time, when after completing you are applying for membership, they will not ask any payment because membership fee you have paid today only. But that membership fee is valid for 1 year. So after 1 year, if you want to continue your membership, then you need to pay annual membership fee again. Like I am in India, CA, CW I have done. Every year I need to pay to CA Institute membership fee. The membership fee in Indian courses is around 4 to 5,000. Okay. But the membership fee in case of international institute, CMA, CPA, ACCA, CIMA is around 20-25,000. So if the student don't want to continue their membership, you stop paying the membership. It's okay. But the first year when you will be becoming a member after passing the exam, they will not charge any fees because they are already taking now. Na? So how they can charge again? Getting my point?
Yes.
For exam, 1 year is validity. If I don't complete both the exam in 1 year, they will charge annual subscription of around Indian currency 14,000 rupees again. I am saying approximately $200, 200 into 75. Okay. If I complete exam within 1 year, or maybe I will complete exam within 2 years, then the membership fee which I am paying at the time of registration, for getting membership within 2 years, I don't have to pay again because I have already paid earlier. And then after 1 year, I need to pay again membership fee if I want to remain as a member. I will say that for members, the job opportunities are better. But for just CMA student pass out, the job are less lucrative. Because why the member are different than the normal? We generally say in technical language, those who have passed the exam but not got the membership, they are treated as affiliate. CMA affiliate. But those who got the membership, they are treated as CMA member, IMA member. Membership you will get along with passing the exam at least 2 years of work experience. That means when you are a member, you are saying that I am qualified also, I am technically perfect also, and I am practically worked 2 years. For that reason, I got the membership. So the, you can say, image of the person increases now. Simple thing. Whatever qualification anybody has, I think qualification and work experience both are relevant. So the members will be getting better opportunities as compared to just those who passed the exams. Okay. So according to me, the most important thing in registration, register before thinking of registration. Start proper study. Before thinking of registration, first of all, start your study. If you don't start your study, doing the registration, thinking of discount and all that, all is actually going to waste your money. When your, at least I think 50% syllabus is complete, try to register. Check whether discounts are applicable or not. Out of 12 months, generally at least 4 to 5 months discounts are there. So try to register at that time. Presently, they will not give any discount. In the month of April, they will give discounts. In the March, generally discounts are not there. In the month of April or May, they will offer a discount. So when the discount are running, register at that time only, because you will be able to save your money. But when you are registering, keep in mind, I have to complete by hook or crook within 1 year. Otherwise, whatever discount I am getting, that is actually going to waste. When again you will pay $200, whatever discount you got, that is actually you are incurring. So there is no point. And at least think that I have to complete in maximum 2 years. Otherwise, the membership fee you are paying is also gone. So you need to complete the course within time. Then I can say that if you want to go in student category, then do MCOM, but have to complete that. Just for the registration you enter into MCOM or anything is not possible. You have to complete that to get the membership. Have to complete that to get the membership. And I can say that book your exam around 1.5 months, around 1.5 months in advance. What I mean to say that suppose we are planning that we will be giving exam in June end. Okay. Then register by 15th May for June 2021 exam. You will say why? Because presently Corona is going on. That's other thing. But normally, if somebody will say that I want to give exam tomorrow, how the institute will arrange the resources for you tomorrow when you are booking the exam today? There is a minimum period required for them to arrange for exam. Once you pay the exam fees, you will be getting a mail from the institute that you select the centers and all that. So I mean to say that we should, if we want to give exam in June, by May 15, we need to book the exam. Because there is one more thing in that, when you book the exam, you are more energetic to study. It's March beginning is going on. March, April, May 15, 2.5 months. If we have not studied, then we will never study. Then what we will do? So for that reason, by May 15, book your exam for June end, whichever date suits you. And in the place where you are located, the center are, one or two centers are there, then what is the date possible when you can, because there are many who are giving exams. So it's suppose I want to give exam on 25th June, but there is no place possible on 25th June. I need to select 26th June and so on. While booking the exam, please concentrate. Don't select part 1 if you want to give part 2, or don't select part 2 in place of part 1. Otherwise, hassle will arise. You will mail them, by mistake I selected that. So be cautious what you are selecting, because before making payment, continuously they are asking. Go back, see and check. May before making payment, check that you are selecting the proper exam in the proper center, everything select properly, so that the problem will not arise. Sometimes some happen that a student has booked part 1 exam but they want to part 2. Then they mail to the institute. The institute changed that. But then I mean to say that why to create that problem? So by 15th May, we should book exam for June end, whichever the June end date is applicable for us, whichever is suitable for us, we should be booking. Then comes how to study, from where to study, which question we should be doing, the exam pattern and everything. It's part 1 and part 2. 500 marks each. Pass marks 360, which is you can say 72%. On a standalone basis, it looks like it is very high. 72% I need to score. In part 1, I need to score 72% 360. In part 2, I need to score 72% 360. Then only I will be declared as a pass. 360 or more than 360. Paper is divided in two parts. Paper is divided in two parts. 75% MCQ, 25% essay type. MCQ means one question will be given, 4 options are given, you need to select which one is correct. Out of the 4 options, you need to select the correct one. In MCQ, there is no working, there is nothing you need to show. Maybe by fluke you are selecting B and B is the answer, you will get marks. So in MCQ, there is no working, nothing the institute is asking. You want to do working on your own for your own personal purpose, that's other thing. But the institute will not look for any working. 100 MCQs. 100 multiple choice question. When I am saying out of 500, this is 75%. So out of 500 into 75%, it will be coming 375 marks. Means 3.75 marks for each MCQ. Now maybe some MCQs are difficult, tricky, some are simple, but every MCQ has equal marks. It's not that this is difficult one, this has 5 marks, this is easier one, 2 marks, nothing like that. The entire 100 MCQ will be checked by computer. Whatever the MCQ you have selected, they will put the seat in the computer. The computer will say number of correct into 3.75. So in the exam hall, it is very essential that even though if I will give exam, I will find that out of 100 questions, maybe 10 are very tricky. I'm not able to select them, even though so much knowledge, but I'm not able to make them correct. I'm thinking that this too very confusing, but I need to focus that in the MCQ. If I will not be able to achieve a particular percentage of marks, I will not be able to score 360. As per my understanding, minimum 70% MCQ should be correct. 70% means I can say 70 questions, 70 into 3.75. 70 into 3.75 will be coming around 260 odd. Around 260. Now you need to score in essay type out of 125 100 marks. Then only it will be coming 360. This is I am saying minimum 70. I will say if 75% or more correct, best, then I can say that the student will not fail. For first 3 hours, the exam is of 4 hours. Exam is of 4 hours. And first 3 hours MCQ. That means 100 question you need to answer in 180 minutes. In average, you can say for every 1 mark you are getting 1 point, 100 marks, 100 question, 1.8 minute. For every MCQ you are getting approximately 2 minutes. But it doesn't like that. In every question you will be taking 2 minutes. Some of the question can be solved in 30 seconds. Some of the question are taking 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It happens. You need to see that what are the questions which are easier, which I should be doing earlier, so that I can make with out of 3 hours, in 2.5 hours only at least 50-60 correct. So that I can make 70-75% correct in coming 3 hours. That's my objective. That should be my objective in the exam. Then in the essay type, there will be 2 scenarios, and on the basis of each scenario, 4-5 questions are asked. One scenario, one paragraph or 2 paragraph they will give, and on the basis of that scenario, 4-5 question. I will say that in Bacha class we can say comprehension type. On the basis of the scenario, 4-5 questions are there. Those questions answer we need to show the working. If they involve a calculation, we need to write in the Word file the calculations, plus, minus and all that, multiply, divide. If they involve theoretical, then in that case we need to write the theory. Generally, every question in this scenario, 4-5 questions, doesn't require that you write more than 4-5 lines. If you are writing 10-15 lines, that means you are writing wrong. Very small answers need to be written, that as per the exact requirement we need to write the answer. If there is something they are asking advantage, they ask one advantage or 2 advantage. They don't ask all the advantages. So you need to write 1 or 2 point only, 1 or 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines maximum to answer those 4-5 questions, because you understand that this you are getting this essay type you are getting for next 1 hour. For next 1 hour. 3 hour multiple choice, then 1 hour we will be getting this essay type questions. That means 30 minutes. In 30 minutes reading the scenario, writing all the 4-5 answers is not easy. Maybe for reading the scenario I am taking say around suppose I am taking in that first scenario I am reading and I am taking 5 minutes in reading. Then 4-5 questions. If 5 questions are there, for every question I am getting 5 minutes. That means it is not a huge write-up. It's a small 3-4 line answer to be written as per the specific requirement of the question. But all working should be answered. The working should be shown whatever you are writing. Here I can say that out of 125, I will not be able to score 125. Generally, if I am very good, maybe I can score 120. But if I am an average type of student, I can say that essay type questions are easier to score marks as compared to MCQ. Because in essay type questions, it is not straight marking, 0 or marks. Whatever you are writing, if it has sense, some marks you will be getting. Even bad students also, those who have not studied properly, out of 125, they easily able to score 40-50 marks. So it is not a problem in that way, but bringing the accuracy more and more marks require a better study, obviously. I can say that suppose I am an average type of a student, I can easily score in essay type questions at least 50% marks. So out of 125, say around 65, 70 I am scoring. That means in MCQ, how much I need to score? Around 280, 290. Because 280, 290, and then in the essay type, 60, 70 marks I am scoring. It will be reaching to 360. Otherwise not. For that reason, I said there what? In MCQ, you need to score 75% marks. Now, when we give exam, and suppose in MCQ, my accuracy level is less than 50%. In first 3 hours, the MCQ completed, submitted, and my accuracy level is less than 50%. That means out of 375, I am getting 187.5, less than that. Say 190, not 185. The essay type will not open. Because in essay type, if you score out of 125, then 125 plus 185 is not 360. So why to waste your time? Institute says that Tata bye bye. Your exam is over. You have already been declared as a fail because in essay type you are not able to score 50%. And if suppose a student has scored greater than 50%, suppose he scored 200, that means essay type will open. So out of 375, he scored 200. Now suppose he is brilliant. In the essay type, he scored 125 out of 125. Then also it is coming 325. That means that once the essay type is open, that doesn't mean that 100% you are passing the exam. It's just that in objective type multiple choice question, you scored greater than 50%. So the chances are there. But we need to discount in our mind. I can pass this exam if I score at least 75%, 70-75% in MCQ. My accuracy level should be 3/4. Then I can pass this exam. To bring that accuracy level, proper study is required. And if you can score 75% marks in MCQ, then guarantee that in essay type your marks will not be less than 60%. Whatever question they will ask. So out of 125 into 60% is coming around 75, 80. And their 75% is coming 290. Definitely you will be getting greater than 360. If a student says that I can score in MCQ greater than 75%, he cannot fail. Because in essay type there is no separate study required. The essay type is from the entire syllabus only. It's not out of the syllabus. If your concepts are clear, then in the essay type, you will be able to score very good marks without any separate study. So you can say that the entire syllabus is common. If the student reach a stage where he or she can score 75% marks in MCQ, he will be definitely passing the exam. Nobody can stop him from passing the exam. Nobody. Before going into further discussion, this is the institute guidelines published in 2020. That in part 1, part 2, what are the areas? And in those areas, what is the proportion of marks in the exam? That is out of 500 marks. 20% in part 2 will be financial statement analysis. Use simple word, you can say ratio analysis. The financial statement preparation understanding is there in part 1. But here they are focusing only on the ratio analysis, which is 20%. So out of 500, 100 marks question will be on financial statement analysis. Corporate finance, you can say cost of capital, capital structure, bonds, equity, source of funding. All these areas are covered as a corporate finance, mergers, acquisitions, many things, which is 500 into 20%, 100 marks. 100 marks is financial statement analysis. 100 marks is corporate finance. Then 25%, which is the heaviest area in your syllabus, decision analysis. In simple term, I will say costing. That is break even, multi-product, single product. Then you can say decision making, make or buy, further processing. Different decision areas are involved. Short-term decision making. Short-term decision making is 25%. 500 into 25% each, 125 marks. Risk management, 10%, 50 marks. Risk management in any business, the risks are there. How to identify those risks, how to manage those risks, what are the ways the organizations are using for managing the risk, which is 10%. Investment decisions, which is long-term decisions, NPV, IRR, payback, capital budgeting, in Indian language, capital budgeting, long-term investment decisions, that is also 50 marks. And professional ethics, that is whenever we are doing any course, not only CMA, in any course, the person need to be ethical. Whatever you will be doing in life after becoming CMA as a job or maybe as your practice or anything, you need to be ethical in your approach. So what are the ethical guidelines of the institute which the student need to know, on which they will be asking 75 marks question. From this percentages is relevant for entire 500 marks. If suppose from financial statement analysis, in the objective type the questions are less. Definitely in the essay type the questions will be there on financial statement analysis. Normally in essay type they don't give question from one area. They cover 2-3 areas together. In the essay type, when they give a scenario, on the basis of scenario, 4-5 questions. Some question may be financial analysis, some question may be decision analysis, like that, the mix match. But in the objective type question, MCQ, the questions are specifically from a particular area. We can just say that it's 20% as this. But where 20% in MCQ or essay type, nobody can say. This is guidelines given by the institute that the total syllabus for part 2 is divided into this way. It's a 4 hours exam, 100 question MCQ and 2 essay type questions. I can just say that in what I should say 2020 syllabus, 1 year back, the major change was there in part 1. In part 1 they added a new area which is IT, and in internal control they have eliminated even E2 they have eliminated. That was major change. Here in part 2 there is no as such major change. Basically I can say that in decision analysis some detailed questions are coming, some high level questions, investment decisions also some high level question, but there is no as such change in part 2. And this is published by the institute for 2020 syllabus. You can see that they have highlighted this area as technical analytics, which is 15% new addition in the syllabus. Otherwise, everything in part 1, 85%, everything in part 2, 100% was earlier there before 2020 also. Is there any going to be syllabus change in 2021? Not a single institute in the world is changing syllabus every year. Generally, the change in the syllabus arises in around 4 to 5 years. Unless and until something is required in between, that's other thing. So the change in the syllabus is not going to happen for coming 2 years at least. 21, 22, there is no going to be change. And you must have realized by now that if I don't complete in 2022, I will never complete CMA. That's the thing, because it is a course which can be completed easily in 8 months. But a professional approach is required. So I will say that how to study, from where to study. Since you all are taking classes with me, all study should be done from my notes only. Nothing, I will say, while or anything. The reason is only one. Suppose I am not taking classes anywhere. Suppose I am thinking that I am Tiyasa. I am a student. I am not studying anywhere. I am studying on my own. Whenever, because you all have studied for a long time in life, maybe BCom, graduation, anything you have studied. Suppose you are studying something from a book and you are not understanding. Then we open another book to do some research. Maybe somewhere it is written better. I will be able to understand from there. Nowadays to Google are there. So maybe something we are not understanding, we can open Google and we will do Google that so that we can understand better. That means maybe something can be studied in say 20-30 minutes. But because you are not able to understand from a particular write-up, from a particular material, you are doing some research. And in the research, you took further 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Some things would have been completed in 30 minutes, but you took 2 hours. When the student is studying, not you, any student in the world is studying on his own, then definitely that will be happening. That they will be doing research from where they need to study the things, and then they will be making their own notes. Ki bhai, I have completed this portion from this area. I will forget, so I will copy paste and everything I should be doing so that later on I can revise from here only. Suppose I am studying all these things and teaching also for more than 30 years. That means all the types of books which are there in the market, I have gone through. I'm not saying I am a very good person. It's 30 years experience. That is the comparison between me and you. So I have done study a lot. And every 4 months I am teaching again and again. And the same thing which I am teaching in CMA US, that is there in ACCA, that is there in CPA, that is there in every course, that is there in Indian course also. It's not that anything is different. Rocket science is not there. Same thing is there. So I have made my notes by taking the best portion from every place. The best portion in the sense is not that something is written very good English, which will be able to understand me better, faster, and which will help you to understand the concept faster. At the same time, whatever my notes are there, I will be using my notes in the class to explain you the concept, that why that is written. When you are studying from a book, something is written 50 pages. But when you are reading through my notes, I have written only 5 pages. You will say that, sir, how can you cover 5 pages? Only in 5 pages, the 50 pages write up. I am there in front of you. I am teaching that. So when the book is, you are reading something from book, the person is in front of you through book. If I will be making a book, I also need to write so many things, so many examples and all that. But when we are taking the class and the short synopsis notes, which is relevant for understanding a concept faster, along with the classes, will be more than enough to score whatever marks you imagine. There are students who scored 440, 444 marks also. Recently, one student scored 425 in part 1, 425 in part 2. He completed both part 1, part 2 in 5 months. He has never done live class. He has done recording. Just a few days back, he called me. He said, I don't understand why the students are struggling to give the exam and passing the exam. Why? Because I have to not studied so much, but I scored 425, 425. Obviously, if suppose we will ask a person who could not qualify, he will be saying a different thing. And we will be asking, or we will be communicating to a person who has given the exam and passed, he will be saying different thing. But we want positive attitude. We don't want negative attitude. We don't want negative thing in our life. So we should always connect with those persons who are positive. So he's saying that if you tell me, I will give you number. I'm not writing here, but you can talk to him and you can discuss with him that how he passed, because he has not scored 360, 425 in both. In 425 or 423, approximately part 1, part 2 both. Completed in 5 months, both the parts. Whenever you can say study any international course, CMA, ACCA, CIMA, most important thing is concept. If I will think that I have done questions from Wiley, I have done questions from this, that, nothing is going to come. The question standard will be same, but not a single question will be repeated in the exam. So mugging up the questions is not advisable. Just we need to understand the concept. If my concepts are clear, I will be able to easily pass this exam. For clearing the concept, I need to study in a proper way. What is that proper way? As I said that, we are having going to be the class Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is our live class. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. On Tuesday, Friday, I will cover part A around 50%, part B 90%, part E 100%. In the Tuesday and Friday class, I will be covering part A, part B, part E, which we say as financial statement analysis part A. Just now I showed. Part A is financial statement analysis. Part B is corporate finance. And part E, A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 areas are there. Part E is investment decisions. So you can say 50%, 18%. That is 10 plus 18, 28, and plus 10, 38%. Approximately 40%, 40% we will cover in the live class Tuesday, Friday. And on Saturday, we will cover part A, balance 50%, part C, part D, part F. For you can say part B balance 10% also. In the Saturday class, we will be covering part A, which is portion left, part C, part D, and part F. Now, any student, you or me or anybody will think that, sir, 2 days we will be requiring 40, 2 days we will be studying, still 40%. And 1 day we will study. How it is possible? So before going into the syllabus, generally in part 1, part A, in part 1 I am talking, part 1, part A 15%, very, very lengthy syllabus. And in part 2, corporate finance, part B, very lengthy syllabus. I can say that in any other course, SEMA, ACC and all that, these 12, part 1, 6 parts, part 2, 6 parts are basically 12 subjects. In other courses, there are 12 subjects. In your course, there are 12 subjects, but completed 6 in part 1, part 2. So there is no less syllabus for CMA US students. It's just that there are 2 exams, but the syllabus is totally covered whatever we study in any other syllabus. And for that reason, they are saying 500, 500. 1000 marks syllabus they are covering. In any other course, 1000 marks is 10 papers. In your case, it's 2 papers, but it is that 1000 marks paper only. So I generally say that to students in part 1, part A, go for selective study. I always say. And in part 2, corporate finance, part B, go for selective study. Selective study means what? There are some areas in the syllabus which you will find that in part 1, part A, they are regularly asking. Anyhow, 15% question they will ask out of 575. You will find that out of 500, 75 is part A, and out of 75, always 60 marks question is from these areas. The balance 15 may be from other areas. Similarly here, in the corporate finance, the 20% part, which is 100 marks question, you will be able to find out these are the major areas. That is, out of that 100 marks, they are asking 80, 90 marks question. And then the balance part, they are asking just testing as a sample. That balance portion which they are testing less can be done in a not very detailed way, but just that to manage the exam, because maybe you can answer that also. So you are taking out of 20%, say around 5%. The 5% out of 100%, you are taking a risk in the sense that you are not studying that portion very detailed. Reason is what? Reason is not that we don't want to study. I will say that the external financial reporting in part 1, part A, the syllabus, if you go, is more than the entire 85% syllabus. Only part A in part 1, 15%. But if you actually go through with the syllabus of 15%, that syllabus is more deeper than if you combine the entire 85% together. So if I will say that I will be studying this 15% in a proper way, then to I need to give more time than whatever time I will be giving for 85% part. The same is the case here also in corporate finance. The syllabus of corporate finance is greater than the balance 80% syllabus. Whatever is possible, they have included in corporate finance. Nothing is left. So if suppose somebody will be studying for 20% that much time, how he will pass the exam? And maybe you study at the time of exam, how much you will be able to recollect. So why not to do a selective study in part 1, part A portion, and in part 2, part B portion? What portions we need to select, that I know. As I taught part 1 in the previous batch, I discussed those areas which are more important, which they generally ask. Similarly, in corporate finance, I will be initially covering those areas which they generally ask. So since part B corporate finance is a very big syllabus, and part E in part 2, part T, in part 2, part E, even though this is 10%, this is very big area. Understanding time value of money, cash flow, present value, future value concept, then NPV, IRR, cost of capital, so many things are there. They are saying only 10%. By 10% is not mean that you will be involving your 10% time into that. You will not be able to understand. So the areas which I am going to teach in Tuesday, Friday class, those areas are far, far greater syllabus, very big area as compared to which I will be teaching in Saturday class. Suppose decision analysis, I will take maximum. If I will go like you can say tortoise, then I will be taking maximum 5 classes. Risk management 1 class. Professional ethics 1 class. So 5 class, 1 class, 6 class, 1 class, 7 class. And maybe the financial statement analysis, the 50% portion, which will not be covered in Tuesday, Friday, will be taking 2 class maximum. So in 10 classes, I can cover this Saturday classes, 10 classes, and we have more than 10 classes. In 4 months, every Saturday if you count, then it is coming around 16, 17 Saturdays. So you can see that in 10 Saturdays, I will be able to complete the balance part. And even though when I will be teaching on Tuesday, Friday, then also some portions of part A, some portions of part B will still be left, which I need to complete on Saturday class. So the number of classes are not dependent on these percentages. The number of classes depends upon what is the area involved into that. And the areas which I am going to teach on Tuesday, Friday class are more difficult one. More stress is required in teaching and more comfort, I can say more time is required in teaching than as compared to whatever I will be teaching on Saturday class. Now, everybody in our class is working presently as per my knowledge. And normally since last 8 years, 9 years when I am teaching CMA US, I have to taught all the working professionals only. 99% working professional, maybe 1 or 2% the student category, those who are undergraduate and all that. We all are working, but we need to understand that if we are working and we have taken the responsibility or we have decided that we will be doing CMA US, we have to study. I will be teaching in 3 classes Tuesday, Friday, Saturday for coming, you can say every week 3 class. So it's 1 month, 12 class, 3 4 ja 12, 12 4 ja 48. I take say 45 classes. I will be teaching 45 classes of 2.5 hours each. 45 classes of 2.5 hours each. I say that around 120 hours. Whether you attend the live class or not, you will get the recordings, but 120 hours I am going to teach. You have to study on your own. $120. If you are doing the live class, the separate 120 hours yours. If you are not doing the live class, you are doing recording, then the recording when you are doing that is first 120 only. The second 120 is yours, that when you will study on your own. So total 240 hours study. which is more than enough to score 500 out of 500. If we are studying in sense, not just mugging up, understanding with the concepts. 240 hours. If I will say today is 10th March, forget 6th March. So 20 days of March, and further 3 months I am taking last one June, 25 days. So 20, 30, 30, 25. 20, 30, 30, 25. It is coming 105 days. I have already excluded 5 days of the current month. I have already excluded June 5 days. So 20 plus 30, 50 plus 30, 80 plus 25, 105 days. So it is coming 240 by 105 days, which is 2.5 hours regularly. No shortcut for this. If you say you are a champion, then also. If you say you are below average, then also. If you say for the last 10 years I have not studied, then also. In every situation, 2.5 hours. When you will study, say on weekdays when you are going to office, you are not getting proper time to study, and you are very busy in your office, your responsibilities are many, discounted. Then you can say that on weekdays, Monday to Friday, maybe 6 days, you study 1.5 hour. You study for 1.5 hour, and on the weekend when the holidays are there, you study at a stretch 3-4 hours to overcome the backlog in the study. Or if you can manage, I think generally if you are interested, you can manage. Like you will be attending the live classes in the morning 7:30. Why not you make your habit that every day you will get up at 7:30 in the morning. Every day you will be for coming 4 months, you will be wake up at 7:30 in the morning, and when the class is not there, by 9:30 you will study every day. When the class is there, I will be teaching you around 10 o'clock, maybe 5 minutes here and there. Then in that case, your regular study will come. And this, if you do for 4 days, from 5th day, automatically it will become a routine. It will not be affected. But till the time I will not be taking this initiative, then in that case, it will not be happening. And for the time being, it is coming 2.5 hours. After 1 month, when the study is not done in 1 month properly, then the 130 days are gone. But 30 into 2.5, that is 75 hours study not done. Then in balance 3 months, the period will increase. And maybe by the end of April, and we will realize we will not give exam this time. We will stop doing the classes, live recorded, nothing. Then again, when I will message in June that a new part is starting, again you will be sending message, I want to join the class and all that. This will happen forever. This will never stop. This is happening with me for the last 30 years. Not these are the online classes where you don't have to go anywhere. But in the tuition center, when I used to teach, see a student and all that, a student in the first class, full presence, around 90% are there. Second, third class, half gone. Why the half gone? It's not that they are not understanding, they are not serious. So 50% gone. In every course, 50% students are not giving exam for last 30 years. It's not now. That's the normal rule. But in which category we want to be? Whether in that 50% or in the, like suppose Tiyasa. I'm not saying. You joined last time part 1, not given exam, not studied. Initially some classes were there, gone. This will happen again. And when this will happen again, it will never be giving the exam. Yahi hote rahega. Salman, everybody need to think that whatever I will teach, you will understand in the class. Maybe you have not studied for 10 years. That's my responsibility. But if you don't study on your own, then in that case, after 3-4 classes only, you will start forgetting the things, and you will find that you are not in a position to give the exam. You will think that after 4 months I will give exam. Every 4 months will be coming, and after some time you will leave the course. Those who have joined at least 6-7 months back and not given any exam, they will never give any exam. The chances of that is 99%. I'm not saying 100%. If somebody has joined with us more than 6-7 months back and not given any exam, it is 99% sure they will not do CMA US. Because never a student in my life for last 8 to 9 years joined 1 or 2 years back and completed CMA US, not a single student I can give example. The student, those who have completed CMA US, they have completed in 8 to 12 months only. Those who have completed fast, they have completed. those who are doing this way, they have never completed. They left the course. You need to think that, can you do the live class? If you can, it's very good because it's active study. I will be giving dandas so that I will be motivating you. You can say danda means motivation. When I will be motivating you, automatically you will study. But if you think that you have a huge responsibility, it's not possible to attend the live class, not a problem. Go with the recording, but make a rule that you need to study regularly. Then only you will be giving the exam. Now don't think of result, that after passing the exam, whether I will get job opportunities or anything. Without bringing the fruits on tree, how can we eat the fruits? The student inquire first of all, sir job मिलेगा? अरे मेरे भाई, if you have brain, सब मिलेगा. हो सकता है सक्सेस आने में there will be taking time. Everybody, me also, started with an earning of, I can say 300, 400 rupees in a month. I joined after doing CS, CWA, CS, a job of 8,000 rupees per month. I'm talking about 98, 20 years back. But kiye the na start. I mean to say that why we are thinking everything today only. First of all, give your best. First of all, pass the exam. You will find that automatically growth will be coming. लेकिन 99% इस सर जॉब मिलेगा. अरे मेरे भाई, कोई ऐसा थोड़ी ना है. There is nothing like that where there is a job guarantee. Not a single course. I always say that. You say me which course there is a job guarantee. I will teach that only. Students should be in that only. Others we should stop. Why? There is nothing in this world was there 50, 100 years back, will be there 50, 100 years from now. Give your best. Do your best. The results will automatically come. God is great. अपने आप भगवान देखेंगे, अल्लाह देखेगा अपने आप. आपको दिमाग नहीं लगाना है. You just need to do your work. And it's always saying that I have passed the exam without study, all bogus thing. If you are achieving something, you have put hard work for that. Because of that, you are achieving that. Otherwise, nothing will come. And if something is coming without hard work, it will not be money remaining with you for a long time. After some time, it will go. Something will be remaining with you when you put your hard work. So we can say that, I say that out of 24 hours, maybe my job and all that is 14 hours. Balance 10 hours is there. Out of 10 hours, I can use 1.5 hour, 2 hour for my development. Balance 8 hour family. And when you are going to studies, tell your family members, don't disturb me. Think that 1.5 hour, 2 hour, I am not there in. I have already gone. And when you study, switch off your mobile phone, switch off your social media, study with the concepts. Close your room and study so that you will be able to understand the concept faster. There is no excuse for this. Whenever I start first class, I say 2.5 hours. After 1 month, half of the students start stopping the joining the class. 2 months exam इस बार नहीं दे रहे हैं. अरे यार क्या? Somebody will say that I am giving CA and all that. अरे क्या कर रहे हैं आप? Whether you are giving CA and all, तो इसके लिए पढ़ने का टाइम क्या 5 घंटा चाहिए क्या? Where it is required that you need to study from day night. Why we are not becoming professional? I don't understand. Somebody will say that, sir, you are doing this because you are getting money. I am getting money because I have worked hard for 30 years. You start earning. Work hard, man. Give your best. Then the results will come. Whenever I say this, I get hyper because I think that why the students are wasting their time, why they are giving money to me, why they are wasting time, why they are saying to relatives that I am doing this and that, whereas they are not interested in doing anything. कुछ होगा थोड़ी ना. Problems are there in everybody's life. You can't say that this happened, that happened, health. All these are bogus. Bogus. The person who want to grow don't have any excuses. Everything just they do. So for that reason, don't think that it is not possible. It is very easily possible, but you need to bring that attitude in yourself. If you bring that positive attitude, positive thinking, talk with positive person, the positivity will come. Otherwise, always negative will come, and after some time you leave. The problem is that the institute is asking regularly, this student joined this time, why he is not giving exam? If the student is giving exam, not clearing, that's other thing. But why the student is not giving exam when one exam need to be given in 4 months? 1 year happened. Why the student is not giving exam? Because these international courses are very particular that the student progression should be happening. If the student progression is not happening, then in that case, the teacher, the faculty, the organization is bad. So what we will answer to the institute? Why this student is not giving exam for 1 year? Maybe student can say corona हो गया था, maybe somebody in family हो गया था, problem हुआ था, but 2 महीना, 3 महीना, 4 महीना, 5 months, 6 months. If we say like this, then the corona will get over when nobody knows. Then the whole life is like that only. So we have made a rule from 2020 that we cannot say to communicate to the institute that why the student is not giving exam. The student has to complete the course in 1 year. Not your course, any course. Whether you are doing CIMA, ACCA, any course, 1 year validity. And the course can be completed easily in 8 months. So 4 months is already extra. If the student gives the exam, could not qualify, then greater than 1 year, there is no problem. But you are not attempting the exam, then in that case, validity is 1 year. Because I cannot reply to the institute that why the student is not giving exam. There is no justification given that why the student for 1 year not giving exam, whatever may be the problems. So for that reason, we always say that 1 year validity. Please complete your course. Either give the exam. Now, I mean to say, Rekha, you have given the exam. Let's hope you will pass only. But suppose bad, you could not pass. There is no 1 year validity applicable for you. Since you have given the exam, you are trying your level best. But if you are not trying, then what communication I should be doing with the institute? So for that reason, if you are registering within 1 year, you have to sit for the exam. I am to saying after 1 year, you will never complete. In my life, in last 9 years, there is not a single student who have completed CMA US in greater than 1 year. Not a single example I have. That means that can be treated as a very best example that those who have not completed in 1 year, they have never completed. So that means 1 year is a very enough period to pass the exam and give the exam. How to study? Under how to study, the first thing, attend live class. That's first thing. If possible, I will say. Otherwise, do recordings. If you are not able to do the live class, do recordings. Which recording? Old recordings. New recordings not required. Because the problem happens that presently student will be saying, sir, new recording. And after 1 month, he says, sir, which one I should do? The old one or the new one? There is no change in the syllabus. The comma full stop cannot be same in the class. If I gave the example in the last batch in a different figures, and I will be saying different figures, how I will remember? So for that reason, there is no change in the syllabus. There is no problem. If you are focusing on recordings, recordings are there. Don't focus on double recording. Otherwise, you will be just puzzled. This, that, here, there. You will get disturbed. So do old recordings. If you are not going to attend the live classes, old recordings. There are 2 types of recordings given. Part 2, which is June 2020 batch. There is one more batch I took for part 2 from November to February. Sorry. I mean to say from June to November. But in that batch, when I started the class, initially like this 5-7 students were there. All others are just asking, sir, मेरे को link चाहिए, करना है नहीं. I don't understand why the student is asking live class link. Your mind खराब हो जाता है. And that too also, I am writing in the message कि भाई you just mail, we will give. They will message me only. I am to saying we will give you live class link. क्यों आपको tension लेना है? Let's forget that, because maybe that is I am getting angry. Sorry. I am saying that if I taught in the previous batch part 2, that was around July to October part 2, because from November to February I taught part 1. In that batch, when I taught 10-12 classes, all gone. They are not interested in studying a single line. So in that batch, I could not complete fully the syllabus. And I thought that when nobody is doing, better to do recordings of the old batch only. In that batch, I started part 1 early. मैंने पहले ही चालू कर दिया part 1. if this is going to happen here also, I can't say. For that reason, the classes you will be doing from March 2020 to June 2020, when I taught this part 2 earlier, that I taught earlier, अब वो वाला बैच करेंगे. Then along with that, there is ACCA FM batch, which is also called F9 batch, which includes what? The 40% portion. Part A 50%, corporate finance part B, and part E, which is investment appraisal. So the same thing I will be teaching on Tuesday, Friday. The same syllabus was there earlier also, that is given to you as a classes. So don't focus on that. I mean to say that if you are going to do recordings, both the classes are given to you. Even though maybe suppose whatever I am teaching in the ACCA batch for part A, part B and part E, that is taught in short in part 2 batch also. But that is very detailed, very understandable in ACCA F9 batch. Suppose in ACCA I am taking around 20-25 classes. And in part 2 I am taking say around 15-17 classes. Total is coming 40 classes. 40 class you have to study recordings. If you are not going to attend the live classes, the old batch recordings more than enough. Don't have to focus on live batch and all that. If you are interested in doing live classes, then only attend the live. Otherwise, the recordings are already there. Do that. Whatever your problems are there, you can send mail. When we will be doing the class, we will be opening your mail and I will be discussing your doubts. You don't have to remind me, sir, I mailed something. I always on the mobile phone only, I am checking whoever is mailed and I will open your mail and I will answer you. So if recordings you are doing, recording from old batch only, that is my advice. Even though we will be giving this recording also, but double recording is not advisable. You will get puzzled. If you have attended live class or doing recording, whichever way you are following, before the next class, please study on your own. If you have attended the live class, then also. If you are not attending live, you are doing recordings. Once one recording or one live class is over, study the same thing on your own. Because 120 hour is your own study, I said. So study on your own. Don't do another recording. Don't just attend the next live class without study. Not allowed. Study on your own that thing. How you will study? Solve the same questions which we solved in the class. Always study on screen, on Word file, on Excel sheet. Reason being that exam is not copy pen based. Don't take any printout. Student don't understand this, or I have not have it. Then in that case exam you will suffer. You will not be able to bring the speed. No single document, no single material should be printed out. Nothing. No pen and paper. Think that in your life pen and paper is not there. Study everything on Word and Excel. If numericals are there, solve on Excel. If theory is there, do on Word file. Generally, in our case, we can study everything on Word file. We can do some calculation in multiply, divide on Word file, write theory on Word file. That is solve the same question which we solved in the class on your own. You will find that I have understood that everything in the class. There was no question. But when you do the same thing on your own, you will find some difficulty. Even though you studied, even though you understood, but still you were not able to solve. Make your notes on difficult areas. Make your notes in the sense, not copy anything from my notes, from any book. What you have understood, the tricky areas, which again when you study after 1 month or 15-20 days later, you will find problem at the same place. So for that reason, make your notes. Solve the questions which we have not solved in the class. Suppose in a topic there are 20 questions, I solved 10. Balance 10, solve on your own. But first of all, solve the same thing which I have done in the class. Then the other question which we have not solved, solved on your own. Answers are written at the back, but don't see the solution. First of all, solve on your own, then see back. Whatever the answers are given, then see back. You will be able to understand that what mistake you are doing. Make your notes. On the basis of seeing the solution, make your notes. Something maybe even after seeing the solution you are not understanding. Take a screenshot. Mail it in the class. Take a screenshot, mail it in the class. It will save our time. If suppose I am opening mail of Rekha mail, there is a question. When I open the slide, in the attachment slide is there, I will be able to discuss in the class very fast. So it will save our time, and in the class we can study more and more. So wherever you are doing any question, if you are not able to understand, then copy paste the question and write your answer, what you are thinking. Why you are not understanding in the back? What is the issue? That if you have some confusion, definitely you have some understanding in your mind. In the query sheet, you write all the things, so that I will be able to focus exactly what I need to communicate to you, where you are understanding wrong. Just giving the question and asking doubts is not advisable. Because when you did the class live recorded, when you did the question which we have solved in the class, in the new question you are facing problem, definitely there is something different understanding you are having, which is not logical. So I will be able to correct you. I will be able to rectify you. But if you just raise the question, I will answer. But that way asking question is not logical. Once the topic is complete, make your final notes. Final notes in the sense, it's not that started copy pasting everything from wherever you are getting. What you have understood in the chapter, that these are the areas. This was tricky area. This was tricky area, and I understood this in this way. This is the tricky question. Maybe you have solved 50 question in a chapter. This is the question I want to revise again. So copy paste that question in your notes, so that again 50 question you don't have to open. You will just revise the thing which you think that they are tricky. This way your one topic is complete. You start with the another topic, another recording. After 15-20 days, start revising the stuff which you studied 15 days back. The revision when you are doing from your own notes. No recording, no study material, nothing. You have made everything in your notes. You will be revising from your notes only. On the day of exam, suppose I am giving exam tomorrow. Last 2 days, what I will study? Whatever I have made my notes only, that only. I don't have to do recording again and again, because that much time to then 240 hours is less. If I will do a recording 5 times, then to it is 1000 hours study. Again and again I cannot do the recording. Again and again I cannot read the books. I need to always study by writing something. In a word file, I will be go on making my notes, and whenever I will revise through my notes only. Neither institute material, neither recordings, nothing. Because when you understood something, point it down wherever the tricky areas are there, tricky questions, and revise from your notes only. See that whether you can score high marks or not. Guarantee you will score high marks. The question of pass and fail doesn't arise if we follow this process. If I want to study something, I have to follow the same rule. I am opening a book, studying the things. Suppose it's a new, suppose IFRS 17, 18, 19 going to come. They came. I have never, because it was not there in the domain. When it comes, I will study. After studying, I am finding problem. I will be doing my research, that from where I can get better things to understand, maybe Google search. When I have studied, I will make my notes what I have studied in the topic, so that I can teach to the students in the class. Na? Same thing is applicable for me also. The same thing is applicable for you also. You are not required to do the research from where to study, what to study and all that. That is I have done. But if you don't study regularly, you will not be able to give the exam. And if you don't study in a logical way, many students will not study whatever material I will give. They will study another material only. करिए मेरे को क्या है? I don't have an issue. But all the research has been done to giving you the material. When I gave you the material, I have done all the research. So that is from most of the places, the best thing is taken. And that best thing is shared with all of you. So for that reason, you don't need to do research. Just regularly study, everything will be fine. And then I can say, so just last thing, in Tuesday, Friday, I will teach part E, then part B, and then part A. This will be the order. Part E, that is investment appraisal, time value of money and all that, I will be teaching on Tuesday, Friday first. It will be taking around 7 to 8 classes. So you can say 1 month will be gone. Then I will be focusing on part B area, cost of capital, capital structure, corporate finance. And then at the end, I will be going into part A, which is ratio analysis, some portion ratios and all that we will be discussing there. And in Saturday class, we will do first of all part C, which will take maximum time. Then part D, and then part F, which is ethics. When I will be completing these portions in our, and then whatever portions of part B or you can say A left, that I will cover. Then balance portion of part A and B. Whatever left we will be doing after that. Balance portion. The target is to complete by 10th of June. 10th of June, everything. In last 10 days, mocks and essay type questions. Actually, to teach essay type question, I require only one class. Because once the entire syllabus is complete and properly understood, the essay type questions in the class we need to practice. And I make realize to the student that if he knows the entire syllabus properly, there is nothing to study in essay type. So you can say that in last 10 days, maybe by 15th of June to 25th June, we will focus on mock questions and essay type questions mainly. Doubts and all that, whatever we can, so that we can give exam in June end. If somebody wants to give exam June earlier, beginning June or May only, he has to go with the recordings only. Because live classes will be running like that only. Targeting June end exam. That's the objective of the live classes. And one thing, since you said one more thing I need to say, then I will start the teaching for part C. The website link. The live class recording everybody will get by default. You don't have to request for recording. Everybody will get the recordings by default. But when you will get the recordings by day end, because this class to be given to all of you requires a working of around 3 to 4 hours. First of all, suppose 2.5 hour class, 2.5 hour class need to be reduced in size because it's a 40 GB size, 30-40 GB. It need to be reduced in MBs, 500-600 MBs. That will take around 1.5 hour. Then it needs to be encrypted. Then it needs to be uploaded on the software. Then you will be able to download from the software. So it will be taking 3-4 hours. We will try to give you by the end of the day, whether you did the class or whether you missed the class. Then also you will get the recordings. For any technical issue, please, I'm writing 10 times, please. I'm interested in writing. Please. It is taking. Connect at 844404040 or 6 during office hours, or mail at classes@saraf.academy, or study resources@saraf.academy. Suppose there is a material you are not finding, or maybe there is a problem with your laptop, you are not able to see the recordings, whatever technical issue, you connect with my team. You can call them. WhatsApp number are there. You can message them, but they will be working during office hours only. They will not work beyond office hour. That means in the 7:30 I am taking class. They are not working. They will not reply you. And if you are calling, they are not picking. Don't, because you need to give human beings certain provision for contingency. Maybe they are in the washroom. Many times a student says that sir मैं call कर रहा हूँ, उठाई, अरे यार 2 मिनट रुक जाइए भाई. No issue, no issue. When I can just say that my team is very efficient, just that they don't want to work beyond office hours. So morning 10 a.m. till evening 6:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, and Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. because the office hour is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday they will not connect, even they will not pick up my phone also. For subject related query, call at 9830176993. My number, mail ID, same as above. In my case, I am not writing during office hours. You can call me anytime. You don't have to request me. Just that when I am taking the class, I am doing something, I will not pick up your phone. I am not looking at phone only. I will give you call back, that's guarantee. That's sure. When I will be free, I will be giving you connection with, because I don't know who are you. I will be definitely connecting with you 100%. But you should be connecting with me for subject related query, for doubt, not for the technical issue. Because if you connect with me, I will say, please connect with my team. So you are wasting your time, my time. My team will not help you, then you will say. When my team will not help you, you need to have a proof that you have messaged them, you have given the mail, and they have not replied. Once you mail, I communicate them instantly. Iska problem dur karo. Instantly. So you don't have to say me. I am always in loop that whether you are facing any problem or not. But you need to be professional in your approach. Wherever you are facing problem, technically, registration or anything, connect with my team during office hours. For subject related query, you will connect with me. Okay? Now, this area which was related with registration process, exam pattern, how to study, paper pattern, from where we can study, what is the study hours. I think I said everything. But if there is any specific query before starting the syllabus, please anybody can ask anything. so that we can proceed. Any specific query? These things I will say always whenever you will ask me again, see the first class recordings. I will say that. Anybody has any specific query, please?
No, sir, you explained very detailed. I don't have any question.
After 1 month also, no query should be there. Huh? Okay, sir. Because actually the problem is there, these are basic things. But the student go on asking here continuously. And I puzzled and sometimes I get angry also. कि यार जो चीज मैंने इतना देर से धीरे धीरे बताया, again why they are asking? So then and at that time I say that कि भाई it is there in the recording you see. And this first class I upload on YouTube. So I say that YouTube में भी है भाई, वहां से देख लीजिए. Just a request that please follow these instructions because this is also a part of study. When I said recording should be done again, then this is also to be done again so that you remember everything. Because for me, it's a bread and butter. Every day I am doing this. But for you, it's first time. So definitely as a human being, we will forget. But then if we do this again first time, we will write in our word file that the exam is this, the paper pattern is this, when I should register, when the discount will come, everything. Because main part you should be writing in your notes so that never you will face any problem. Okay.